road. A one-man winner's circle tonight. Tyler, congratulations. You set another record tonight. You career-high 41 points. You tied a Heat record with your 10 triples. That basket's as big as the Atlantic Ocean for you right now. How good are you feeling when you're playing?
I'm feeling good, just trying to get good looks, get the ball up, and, not pass up my open ones. Spo's been on me about that, just catching and shoot, and it's helped out. So, my teammates give me the ball in situations where I can, make a play, and, it's another great win for us on the second night of a back-to-back. Great win.
Yeah, really great win, Tyler. And how good do you feel right now? You look so fresh out there, legs underneath you, being able to get the looks that you wanted again, really dictating to me the shots you wanted, not allowing the defense to push you into areas you didn't want to take shots from.
Yeah, I had a couple early turnovers, so I had to clean that up and then take advantage of my open ones. But like you said, just not getting forced or rushed into anything I don't want, just playing at my pace and getting whatever I want.
That's your world right now, Tyler Hero. What an efficient game for a 41-point game. You only took 20 shots. You went 10 of 15 from 3. Second night in a row, you play 40 minutes. But let's get away from the individual numbers to this number. 15 wins, 15 losses. It was a long climb to get to 500.
Yes.
Now that you're there, what's next for you and the team?
Go to, take this trip to, where we're going? Mexico, New Mexico, whatever we're going. Yeah, go over there, win that one, get one game above 500 going home. We'll be home for almost 2 weeks before we go out west. So, just got to take care of business to end this road trip, go 4-0 and, get home with one game up on 500 and just keep this thing rolling.
Now 76 points, last 2 games for you. Next up, Mexico City. Tyler Hero, congratulations. Great season, great game.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks.
This is what you hope are that your experiences, during a long NBA season, harden you and steel you and help you develop some grit. And the start of this trip, we've had 3 very competitive games that have gone all the way down to the final few possessions, and different circumstances each game, different guys in or out. But, I commend the guys for not making excuses at all for any of it. And we're just trying to get more consistent to our identity. We understand what our roadmap is for success. We just have to get to that more often. And it's been inspiring on this road trip to see different guys step up. Tonight, Orlando really just coming in off their airplane, and playing 36 minutes basically, and gave us a great presence under the rim on both sides. He was guarding the basket and going vertical and making them take some tough shots. I thought he rebounded well in traffic, and he gave us a presence offensively with his screening. UD just gave us that tenacity and that toughness just from the very get-go. Everybody understood how important this game was for us, and I think UD had a large part in that, just with his intensity that was almost spilling over the edge. But it's inspiring, when you're witnessing it. And then obviously Tyler was fantastic again with his shot making and just got into such a great rhythm. Guys were setting great screens for him, and he was stepping up into open shots, lining them up, and that just really allowed us to create a bunch of separation through the first 3 quarters.
Tyler, last night 17 3-point attempts, 15 3-point attempts tonight. Is that just what defense is giving him, or that's something you guys are trying to push him to take more of those?
Both are correct. The last couple games, that's been really the scheme against him, and that's been open. But regardless, he's too good of a shooter for us, for him to not hunt out open threes off the catch. Now, tonight he had a few off the dribble, but last night he had more of them off the catch. And I think when we're fully healthy, he has to continue to be assertive in those opportunities. And he's just a brilliant shooter. He can do it off the dribble and off the catch. And that type of versatility is going to be important for us going forward when we do get our full health back.
Jimmy coming in and across the board. I know there might have been some glitches late, but just, I mean, he filled all the columns. He helped settle you a little also. His presence, the difference tonight.
Yeah, that's the way I would describe it. He settles you, especially when the game can get a little bit fast or a little bit more in their favor. There's a comfort level with all of our guys, and in particular the young guys. Like when you have these moving parts, it's always great to have a pillar where you can go to, where you know he's going to make the right decisions, where the game can slow down a little bit, where he can set things up and manipulate the defense to be able to get the right shot for us. And that's what he did throughout the course of the game. And then, obviously he just continues to be, one of the very best two-way players in this association, taking on the challenge the entire night of how many ever minutes he played. It was either on Green or Porter the entire way. And he has the endurance and toughness and savviness to be able to do it, because both those guys are really clever, for young guys. And it's extremely helpful to have somebody with the veteran experience like Jimmy, and also the willingness to take on that challenge, which was really important.
You don't score in the last 5 minutes. You have to win it on defense, and you have to win it on defense without some of your best defenders. Bam's not playing. Caleb got hurt. He had to come out. Why does it say that whoever you threw out on the floor, you found a way without scoring to win the game on that end?
Well, what it signifies to me is hopefully we're buying into this identity. We have to win games, defensively. I feel that our offense is going to get a lot better, particularly in the second half of the season. But our foundation and our bread and butter has to be on the defensive side of the floor, committing to all the tough things. And I just like seeing it again, us putting our body in front of drives, trying to take hits, and then the ball hitting the floor, and us being first to the floor a lot more often than we were in the first few weeks of the season.
Max, again, the threes didn't really fall, but what did you like about the way he still found a way to make an impact? 4 rebounds, 5 assists.
Yeah, on the back line of our defense, particularly the zone, he gives us a little bit more physicality in rebounding. He's a good block-out guy. Those are a lot of the nuances that, the most fans won't necessarily notice, but he does those little things, for our defense that are helpful. He's always going to help space the floor for Tyler and Jimmy and Bam. He was able to do that tonight, but he knocked down a big one. When we felt like we really needed a bucket, he knocked one down. And he's, the great thing about Max is even if he misses some, he's not going to stop, taking his shot.
No, it feels good to get the win. On the second night back-to-back with a couple guys out, it's never easy. So get the dub and keep it moving.
The first one goes down. At what point do you realize, I'm still flowing, and everyone, please take notice?
Should I hit him with what KD say? When I woke up? When I woke up?
In all seriousness, it was needed today, even more so, the fact that you had so many guys out.
Yeah, no doubt. We had 2 starters out, and like I said, on the second night to back-to-back with our whole team, the game isn't easy. It's tough, flying and playing in a back-to-back. So to be able to win this one, get back to 500 with another game before we head back home is big for us.
I assume you're highly aware of your career high, but did you know about the 10 threes being the team record?
I didn't know until last night when I hit the 9 and they said I was 1 short, so I didn't have any intention with coming in to tie the record, but, just trying to get threes up. I think shooting more threes has helped me.
With how tough it had been on the road earlier in the year and circumstance of injury and all that's a part of that, what is clicking most right now that you've noticed with the way you guys played on the road for the most part lately?
Yeah, I think, the games have still been close and they can go either way. But I think right now we're covering for each other. I think we're getting that, unity that we had, don't want to go back to last year, but last year we had a bunch of guys covering for each other, making plays for one another, and enjoying each other's success, and that's what we're doing right now. But coming out on this road trip, we knew how important it was, so we're just taking care of business.
I know they didn't go down, but how nice was it to get Udonis that first jumper to start off, you all's first set?
Yeah, no, it was incredible. I thought it was going in. Actually, the play wasn't even for him. He just broke it off and shot it. So I was like, all right, we'll start it that way. But, he's confident that he's a good shooter in that mid-range, short corner area. So that's a good shot for him.
You've shown you can do it in the continental United States. Does your game export to Mexico? Will it clear customs?
I don't know. I've never been to Mexico, so we'll see what happens. We'll see. Hopefully the passport goes through and my arm stays hot.
You enjoy putting on a show, and that game in Mexico is a little bit of a spectacle also. Is it going to be kind of fun in that atmosphere? Neutral court, different country, hot streak you're on, and the team with the chance to get above 500 for the first time.
Yeah, that's the biggest part. I think we can get a game above 500 and then go home for a week and a half before we go out west. I think that'll be big for us if we can get to on Saturday and then, like I said, go home and take care of business. But, one game at a time, we just keep it rolling.
And even though I know guys are hurt, I know it's exhausting at the end of 4, the fact is you only have one game over the next 5 days after that game in Mexico. So might it be really more of sort of an all-in on everything then, get it by 500 and finally maybe the chance to exhale a little?
A little bit, but, this whole trip was important for us, when we started, a week ago or 5 days ago. We wanted to come out on this trip and take care of business. Hopefully we can, go 4-0, but, just one game at a time.
Yesterday you said you couldn't believe that you took 17 threes and tonight you took 15. Is that something intentionally trying to do, or is that something just what the defense is giving you?
I think that's part of, how the defense have been playing me. The last 2 teams really overhelp. We get in the paint, make sprays, and I was open on the arc.
You guys, in the end, are always going to need stops in this 20th clutch game. How important are those moments throughout where Jimmy's getting deflections and steals and blocks? Orlando got involved with a few of those as well.
No, Orlando played huge for us tonight. Houston loves crashing the glass. They'll send 4 or 5 guys at a time on most possessions. So, Orlando was big for us in the paint. And, really everyone just flying around trying to, get rebounds and make the finishing plays.
When you were brought back, it was clear that this could be a window where you'd be needed because of the back-to-back. And so you could kind of eyeball it knowing that you were going to get some time. Did you realize it'd be this much time?
No, I did not. But the coach and staff told me to get ready for it and be prepared for it, and that's what I was. I was up for the opportunity.
All the great play that you had in Sioux Falls, you did a little bit of those things, just not at the same level in the sense of being able to get some scores around the basket, rebounding the ball, but also the block shots and steals, the deflections. That's the stuff that I'm sure helps, particularly in a nip-and-tuck game like this.
Yeah, most definitely. I was just trying to go out there and just do anything to make an impact on the game so we can win the game. And that's why I just tried to go out there. I tried to finish possessions by rebounding, try to guard, try to figure out how to protect the paint, and I did it to the best of my ability.
You're coming off some 2020 nights for Sioux Falls, so you've seen some and provided some spectacular play. So watching Tyler do what he's done over this last couple of nights, what's the view when you're out there with him?
It's amazing. Me setting the screens, trying to get him open, getting good shots, good looks at the basket is something I'm really focused on. So just to see him be able to hit those shots, because I'm setting good screens, is very rewarding to me because I feel like I'm doing something to help him make those shots. You feel me?
At this point,
winning. That's all that matters. Tyler played incredible. O stepped in and did what he did in a big way when guys are down. It was a very, very important win on the road, and it's always fun to win, and it's always fun to see Tyler get hot, get going, and make a lot of shots.
But again, it still turned into one of these clutch games again, Jimmy. I think it's 20 or 21 of those. You guys are on the right side of them more than not now. And I guess that's a part of learning in these moments.
It's good. If I stop turning the ball over, make some shots, make some free throws, I don't think it'll be like that. But a win is a win. I'll take it. But, man, I got to be better. I was terrible.
Some of the good things that you did, of course, were all the deflections, the steals, the blocks. Orlando picked up on some of that and helped out as well. And a game this tight, I imagine that stuff's critical.
No, yeah. I always say that we have to let our defense dictate our offense. We did a good job of that tonight. Played some zone, played some man, switch, blitz. We did a lot of things that we work on, and we executed it. So I'm happy for our guys to stay in the game no matter what. And it just shows what we're capable of, winning another one on the road with guys that can really play, can really score the ball on this young Rockets team. I'm proud of my guys.
Usually, Jimmy, when you guys go on the road for an NBA international game, it becomes sort of a big deal, bigger than just the team in the game. But with you guys, you can get over 500, you can avenge the loss to San Antonio, and you can set things right going back home for your Christmas stand. How important does that just make what is just one regular season game?
I mean, we take them as we can get them. Home, away, Mexico City, we'll take it, you know. I don't feel like the NBA rock with the Miami Heat too much anyway, so at least we get to go play somewhere. You know, we don't got no TV games or nothing, so we'll be all right.
How special is it to get an international game like that? I mean, neutral court, a lot of exciting fans, you know, sort of show off the product a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's a blessing to be able to play basketball every day anyways, but for sure, I think guys are going to be able to see the culture and how basketball is loved everywhere around the world. I'm trying to go play some football, though. I'm trying to kick the ball around. I ain't even stunt.
Jimmy, what did you see from that young Rockets team tonight?
Oh, man, they play well, and they're going to be good really, really soon. They can score the ball. They get out in transition, hella athletic, and they're out there having fun. More than anything, you got to have fun. Sooner or later, these fun, playing young guys, they're going to turn that into dubs. And then winning is everything, so then they're really going to be having fun.
You just finished talking about, you know, what you see for this team for the future, but as of right now, how is it going up against such a young team, even though when they get down by double digits, they still have that will and that effort to fight back?
I mean, that's the league for you. Don't nobody go out there just trying to lose, honestly. Like, if you can win, you're going to win. You want everybody to know that you're amongst the best players in the league. That's what, you know, those young guys are trying to prove, and they do that on a nightly basis. I'm happy for them. I want them to continue to, you know, stay healthy and have great success and have a long career. But when they play against us, I want them to lose every time.
Coach Silas said tonight that there was really nothing that they could do against Tyler. You know, they tried to, you know, they trailed him, they tried to stay in front of him. He was just hot. When did you know that he had it going?
Tyler always like that, man, and he's going to shoot the ball no matter what. He's going to take the shots whenever he's open. He's going to get everybody else involved. And when he's making shots like that, the floor opens up for everybody. So we want him to keep doing that. I think he hit a lot of threes last game, hit them tonight. And hopefully he hit them in Ciudad de Mexico. I'm gone.